if money is not an issue, like, and I don't expect to be like a millionaire, but like as long as I can, support myself doing video,
Mm-hmm.
or I have enough funds to survive for the next 5 years, I would just quit my job and do it.
So, how are you, Adit, today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Excellent, excellent. So, what's the real meaning of your name, as what you understand?
My meaning of the meaning of my name, I would say, as what my parents told me, it would derive from the sun.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be like a synonym for the sun.
Okay, okay. And which grade do you go in?
I'm a junior in high school right now.
Oh, okay. So, junior. That means next year you have the big year.
Yep.
So, have you prepared or have you started planning for your ACT and SAT?
Yes, I've started on planning and practicing for the SATs.
Oh, okay. So, and what uh, date it is on? First is ACT, right?
No, I'm taking the SAT. I don't think I'm going to take the ACT, but I've scheduled the SAT right now for March 20th. I
Oh, okay.
scheduled it for December, but
Mm-hmm.
that got canceled due to COVID. So I'm hoping that March doesn't get canceled, but I can hope for the best right now.
Right. No, I what I learned is that in SAT they have stopped the SAT with for the subject test as well as with essay. So did you know that?
That's why the first opening date is on March right now. They're slowly
Hmm.
reopening it. I know that
Okay.
they're gonna take the AP testing on online right now, but
Right.
they're gonna do SATs in person for now.
Okay.
But
So what kind of
they said
majors are you?
that they would open up.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, no, no. Finish your thought. I'm sorry.
No, they said that they would open up on March right now, so I'm waiting for that. But it could also be canceled.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what kind of majors are you planning in?
Somewhere along IT or cybersecurity.
That's interesting. So computers interest you.
Yes, very much.
Excellent. Is it the software part or the hardware part?
Hardware.
Oh, wow. All right. So that's why the security in the networking side or at the protocol layers or any specific area you have of interest?
Not really. I just want to. I'm not really a software person. I like hardware more. So
Okay.
anything that I can, work hands on.
Right. Okay. Good. And I did learn about you getting some kind of a recognition when on your journey from India to US. So tell me more about that.
Uh,
Maybe it's a long back.
no, it's not like, I don't know. It's not really like an interesting story, like it's just like every other story of someone, immigrating from India to here, which is, you first come here, you have a hard time, assimilating with the people, and then over a point of time, you understand the culture, and
Hmm.
you just assimilate with the people.
Right. Right. So, when you came over, maybe, what do you think is maybe one or two biggest challenges you saw when you started to assimilate yourself into the new world of US?
Uh, Thing is, the English I learned back in India was way different than the English spoken here.
Mm-hmm.
People tend to speak faster with a different accent that's more harder to understand, and
Mm-hmm.
some of the words are way different. So, just understanding what people uh talked about was, I would say, one of the different parts, even though we're speaking the same language. Especially when like overall the United States, there's multiple accents. Like for example, if I go to Texas, they're gonna speak in more of a southern accent, and New York is gonna talk faster. So like overall, it's just you need to like be ready to talk with everyone from the United States because everyone's accent is a bit different. I'd say the second challenge is just the culture. Like in India, we have a different culture of any adult we speak to, we call them uncle or auntie, but like we don't really do that here. We just call them with their name or our relation to them.
That's right. That's right. More of an informal way of addressing, and
Yes,
we
definitely.
assign a lot of emphasis on respect through different adjectives or usages of the words. Right. Okay. Good. So, what's your real big passion? What do you really love doing if you are free or have some time at your hand?
I really like making videos,
Oh, is it?
from filming videos to editing videos.
Oh, wow, that's cool. So tell me a little more tricks of this trade, because I learned and I have been still learning of this whole thing. Any tips you might have for somebody who's just starting out in this?
Like video, like shooting and editing video is like a really big thing. So like I don't really have tips unless I can understand what type of video that you're shooting, for example. Like
Right.
you could be shooting, like just yourself from a webcam, you talking, and then edit that into a video, or you could be making a full movie. Like, but like I would say the biggest tip that I would have that like kind of works with everything is just like most people say the quality of the video doesn't matter, it's just like what you present, but I would say it's the other way around, where even if I'm not really like my content isn't there, as long as my
Hmm.
quality of video and audio is there,
Right.
the video will end up being better than expected.
That's right. No, I'll tell you, for example, me, all these storytellers as a platform, and in parallel, I do have a passion of, narrating poems, okay, writing some poetry. And I do get some, stock videos, stock images. I create a story out of them, integrate them, and put the real editing skills, whatever small I have learned, to make a kind of a story out of those poems or even these stories itself. So that's all the editing and video techniques I've been using. Nothing more. Means not necessarily on myself, but using my poetry and using this format of video and editing as a storytelling part. So that's what I only do. Good,
uh
good. Sorry. Go ahead.
I would say that like if you're gonna edit videos like that, transitions are really important because
Right.
while they may not seem big, they have a better effect.
Hmm. That's true. That's true. So usually I ask this one definite question. So tell me about your parents.
Like in which way?
Anyway, however way you want to explain and share about your parents, maybe a small stuff.
I don't know, like, I just think that, they're your typical parents. They're very caring and loving,
Hmm.
and they support my passions in any way possible.
Good.
Like, I don't know, I never really thought about how different my parents are. I just really think they're, you know, parents that care about their child.
Excellent. Excellent. So I would say that you must have heard or learned a lot of stories over the last so many years in your life, right? If you were to pick couple of key aspects of telling a story, what would you pick as the most critical and important when somebody is telling a story?
Uh, from the books I've read to, movies and TV shows, I watched, two things that I've noticed is like even let's say if the story is very bad, as in there isn't really much development in the story. If
Hmm.
there's comedy and character development, I would say that kind of makes up for the lack of a plot line.
Okay.
And it could also go vice versa. Like if there's a really big development in the plot, it could make up for less comedy and character development. But I
Hmm.
would also say that characters that you could relate to are some of the most important things for a story to have.
Okay. Cool. Cool. So when somebody talks or uses this word as a story, what comes to your mind, or what kind of an image flashes across your mind?
Uh, I would kind of relate story more towards a younger audience, mostly as kids or younger teenagers. Kind
Hmm.
of like, like you kind of hear it with the word like bedtime story or like something similar to that. And like a story could also be used to describe like movies, TV shows, and books, but I think plot would be used more to describe
Hmm.
something in that setting.
Right, right. Okay, good. So, mm, where do you see yourself? Maybe let's say 5 years from today. I know you might be through the college almost. Yeah.
Yep.
So, where do you see yourself 5 or 6 years from today?
5 or 6 years from today, like you said, I'd almost be done with college. Hopefully, I would have a job or internship,
Hmm.
but I want to do something more along my passion where I want to make videos, hopefully, like have like a YouTube or, like showcase them somewhere and hopefully get some recognition for them.
Okay,
And that's about it, have a good job, have some recognition for my talent. And yeah,
that's cool. So, if let's say your passion or real calling lies with respect to the video part, okay, or the real cool stuff, so why really do you think you need a job?
this is a conversation I've actually had with my dad a few times where
Okay,
like money is important in life. It's not everything, but you are going to need money and financial freedom to survive in a country
right.
like the United States.
Hmm.
So, uh, for example, like buying video equipment and learning more about videography is going to require money.
Right.
Uh, so just to even support myself with this passion, I would like to, make some money. But I think my true life goal would be to like achieve financial freedom like most other people, but like by through like passive income. So I have time to work on my passion and do whatever I like and not have to worry about a 9 to 5 job and spend most of my time on a job.
That's cool. I like it. So that means if given a choice, let's say in that hypothetical tomorrow, uh, money is not a constraint, okay, for whatever reason, okay, and financially you have some sort of a cushion. So would you be okay to completely delve into the video or the passion you have?
Yeah, if money is not an issue, like, and I don't expect to be like a millionaire, but like as long as I can, support myself doing video
Hmm.
or, I have enough funds to survive for the next 5 years, I would just quit my job, work on video till either I've like gotten to a level where I can make video itself like a I can make video itself like a job kind of thing where every
Hmm.
single video I put out, let's say for instance on YouTube or like Netflix, like they would pay me money, or video has failed but I've found some other way to make money so I can still continue doing video. Or
Right.
who knows, my passions might change when I'm 30 or something.
That's true. That is true. Good. So last two questions. First one, what do you really believe in?
It's just like like do you believe in God kind of question or like
It could be anything. Means believe in with respect to the hard work part of it, or being a good human. Okay. To a person who finds motivation in a certain way. That's your belief. Or it could be what makes you, um, satisfied in a certain way. And that comes from the beliefs you might have with respect to people, society, or anything. Means it could be it's a very open-ended question.
so I would believe in just respect. Like I think every human being in this world should deserve respect, no matter where they are in the social class or religion.
Hmm.
Uh, every human being needs basic respect, and I think if you respect everybody, like they would respect you back, and like you could kind of like create like a connection between them.
Right.
So like other people is what really would motivate me, and yeah, I think it'd be
Okay.
other people really.
Good. No, good. All right, the last one. So, what would be your message? Because this video will be seen by many kids of your age, younger than you, elder than you, and even adults, right? So, what would be your message to everybody who watches this?
Like I said, I think just respect uh, everyone and everything, even if you're against them or they oppose you in any way. Just I think every human being needs basic respect, and I think once we've achieved that, the world will become a lot more peaceful.